The Bombers' ability to get into second and long last game was sort of the downfall. Was it more of the same thing tonight from the outset?
Yeah, more of the same, and execution, man. That's to come in and have a performance like that is extremely disappointing and embarrassing, and it's not who the heck we are. So we had some shots there. We were 2 and out early in the first half, and then they got up and ran away with it. So really frustrating. Can't even put it into words right now. Just got to execute.
We were saying too is that you guys were trying to put aside the fact that a loss would put you in a situation. It's difficult to process at this moment.
I mean, screw the playoff situation. We got to play better football. To come into a team that we felt like we could hang with, we hung with them last week, we gifted them last week, and then come back and have that kind of redemption performance. It's about culture. It's about how do we respond? How do we as a team want to execute? How do we want to show up on game day? It's bigger than playoffs. We don't. That's not a playoff performance, man. Like, it's everyone to a man about how you want to show up on game day. How do you want to perform? Those are gifts. It's the best team in the league. We give them all the credit in the world, right? They've run the West. But when you don't show up 2 weeks in a row and you give them 2 games, they kicked their ass today. Straight up, they kicked their ass. Unacceptable.
You give yourself some credit though. Like in the start of the second half, come up first 2 possessions are touchdowns, and you had it. Well, I mean, the one at the end was inconsequential, but the start of the second half, it seemed like you came out executing the way you wanted to. Though.
Sure, like you got to fight. You got to fight. It's about pride, It's about how the heck do you want to show up? What's in your soul? How do you want to perform? What do you want to put out for the fans, for your teammates, for your brothers? And we had some fight. We didn't have enough. So it's back to the drawing board. We're too good of a team to put a performance like that out there on the football field.
So do you think it was more the way that you guys didn't execute rather than Winnipeg's defense?
You give credit to the Winnipeg. They're a heck of a team. But we got to execute. We got situations where we can get the first down, and whatever it was, whether it was placement of the ball or spots in the first half, we didn't execute on second down, and a couple of those were on second and medium, exactly what we want. And you have to go back and watch the film and take a really harsh look at it, but really disappointing to show up that way. Yep.